I hate when brands have slogans that don't match what they're supposed to do or the brand name whatsoever.
Clorox, stroke it gently.
Or
McDonald's, get your finger out of my ass.
Or
Germex, take it deep.
But that has nothing to do with what this video is about. I am still wearing this shirt. Okay, I'm not still wearing it. I had it washed. It has been a full week. I promise you, a full week has passed since I last wore this shirt. I'm so embarrassed you got a glimpse of my body. So, on, what the hell was it? Thursday? I don't know. Yes, it was Thursday. I remember because I was pissed off. So, what the fuck was I saying? Thursday, I went to Boston, to Fenway Park for the Red Sox open house thing. And guess who I went with? Grandpa. But this is my actual grandpa, not my fictional character grandpa that I made up. Though, this grandpa is based off of that grandpa. Not really sure how I should have said that. But the grandpa I went with is the baseline for grandpa. That has this voice. I mean, he's not gay, retarded, or senile. He's just really Catholic. I'm an asshole. Fix my ear. That looks retarded. My nose looks fucking huge. What's wrong with you today, nose? Anyway, Grandpa didn't feel like driving, so we had to take a train. I hate public modes of transportation, especially ones that are huge and full of even more people than buses. But when we got on, there seemed to be like no one there, because no one takes a train anymore, because everyone's not that freaking retarded. So we're like, oh great, so we get a table seat and everything, we sit down, there's no one there. We get 3 stops, no one's getting on and off, so we're just kind of like, oh, no one's here. Nope. But the 4th stop, a swarm of people get on. Motherfucker, I want to kill someone now. So, I was thinking since it's a double-decker train, that they would all get on like the top, because oh, we're so cool, we're above everyone else, and we're better than you. But no! Everyone got on the bottom. The top was like empty. We were on the bottom. So was everyone else. I'm feeling homicidal at this point. So, since we're at a table seat, there's like spaces for 6 people here and here. Me and my grandpa are only 2 people. So, we're like this, and there are 6 and 6 spaces. That's 12 spaces for people. I'm going to hurt someone. So, of course, the people that sit down right next to me are the 3 most flaming homosexuals there ever were. I don't hate gay people. I just hate extremely flamboyant gay people. What the hell was that? Adding in some, dubstep. Yes! Ah, I twisted my foot! Anyway, so they sit down. But they don't sit down like normal people. They sit down like flamboyant gay people. Oh my god, the seat is so leathery. It's just like my ass. My grandpa doesn't even notice. He's just kind of sitting there going on and on about the 3 Stooges. Did you see? Did you see it? It was amazing. No, Grandpa, I didn't see it. Well, it was great. It's PG-13, Grandpa. Well, shut up, fag. He didn't say fag, he's too Christian for that. Speaking of fags, they didn't even notice. They were just they were flirting with the conductor the entire time, trying to pinch his ass cheek. And he's just kind of like, nah. I gave the conductor the most pitiful look. Luckily, they were able to avoid touching all this. I don't know how they did it. They must have the self-control of 1,000 queers. So I'm sitting there next to a bunch of gay people and Grandpa talking about, I don't know what the hell he was talking about. Hey, Chris! Yeah, Grandpa? Well, I was hanging out with John yesterday. Yeah? And we went to this restaurant. Yeah? And we started butt fucking because we're going out. Yeah? And then I killed him. Good job. But the gay people are all talking about everything homosexual. So sparkles and unicorns and sunshine and rainbows. Why am I not dead by this point, or everyone else in the train is dead? And then, luckily, after about an hour on the train with a bunch of gay people and Grandpa, we get to Boston. So, skippity-doo, I'm off the train. Grandpa is taking forever to pack up. He's got his ass right in the gay guy's face, and they're just kind of sitting there like, ooh, yay. And I'm like, that's really weird. He's old. So finally, after about 20 minutes of him grabbing everything, just gotta get everything! He didn't have it ready beforehand, which I don't understand at all. So, we get out of the little train station. The first thing we do is walk 3 miles to catch a subway, not the sandwich place, an actual dirty subway in Boston, to go 10 feet from where we were standing. Am I the only one that sees why that's dumb? But on the subway, I forgot to grab onto the little ding-a-ding. That sounds really gay. I forgot to grab onto the pole. So does Grandpa. So, as the subway jerks it forward, we fall backwards on a crowded subway. And there's these two people sitting down right in front of us, and they start giggling at us rapidly. And I noticed something a little weird about the way they giggle. They didn't giggle like normal people. They giggled in Canadian. I should know, I feel Canadian. So, me being a little skeptical, I start talking to them. And we're walking, after we get off the subway, obviously, down the street towards the park, and I asked the guy and the little lady where they're from, and he said, I'm from Canada, and I was like, oh my god, he even sounds Canadian. And I was so happy because we met friendly Canadian. And then we're waiting out in the line in front of the park, and this truck pulls up and it's full of beer, and they're unloading it, and there's 400 cases of 24 beers, and I was like, oh, my dad would love this. So I'm like, so they take it and dump it out, and they just leave it there and drive away. And I'm like, Grandpa, can we take some for my dad? They just left it outside. He starts laughing. I'm like, I'm serious. And then we get inside, we do a bunch of cool stuff. And then, this is the one part I really want to address here. We're walking to leave after about 3 hours of being in the park, and a little rent-a-cop guy just kind of standing there, like, looking around like he's a badass, when he doesn't even have a real job and he's half retarded. And we're going that way. We know for a fact we're going that way, because that's where the exit is. It says it right behind the rent-a-cop guy. So we're walking, and the rent-a-cop guy points the other fucking direction, and my grandpa goes, oh, thank you, sir, and keeps walking the way we were going. Like that wasn't the stupidest thing he's ever freaking saw. What the hell is that? We're walking where we want to go, and he points us the other way. Like, that's where I read your mind that you want to go to. Right there. No, we knew exactly where we were going. Rent-a-cops are fucking idiots. If you or a loved one is a rent-a-cop, kill yourself. That was a little harsh. And then later on in the day, I come home and I'm unwinding. I get a call from my dad. Well, I didn't get the call. My mom did. She called me, called my sister about this thing that he said. My sister's an amazing singer. She sings all the time. She really needs to be famous so that she doesn't have to be singing around the house anymore. I'm kidding. She's good. And my dad calls and says, hey, there's a karaoke thing going on at such and such bar, and we think that Alyssa should definitely sing in it. The prize is $500. So my mom's like, oh goody, let's go. And my sister's like, we're gonna win $500. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm in pajamas. So we leave. I throw the tat on in the real pants, and I go on my pissed off way. And while we're leaving, we get another call. My dad's like, I just talked to the owner, and since she's not 21 yet, she can't win the money, but they still want her to sing. That's as we're leaving. I find out in the car. I could have stayed home. The only reason I was going was so I could get some of the money. What the hell? And then this guy, the DJ, I'm 90% sure he made her lose on purpose, because he didn't want to condone kids being in there or something, because she's only 12, or he just didn't want to have her win the money, and he wanted someone else that he knew to win it or something, because she's singing, she's doing a great job. And then he turns up the sound of the music so you can't hear it through the microphone, so she starts singing louder, and then he turns the microphone up so it starts screeching, and she goes all off key for the rest of the song, and she starts crying and gets all pissed off and leaves. Good job, DJ douchebag. That's what he was called too. I'm dead serious. I don't know why I just walked off camera for 2 minutes. It doesn't really make any sense to myself. What do I want to talk about next? How was your day? Wait, I forgot I don't give a fuck. How was my day? My day was great. I'm an amazing person. Everyone loves me, and I have a ton of friends, and I can get any bitch I want. So I had a great day doing bitches and making friends. So you sat on your ass and watched me talk about how amazing I am. Good job. Oh, I didn't tell you this cool thing that happened at Fenway, kind of. I met one of the players, and I had no idea who he was, but my grandfather was like, I want a picture with you. And he's like, okay. And then my grandpa's kind of like saying, like, I love you. And he has no idea who the hell he is. We've never heard of him before in our lives. And he's just kind of like, do you want to get in the picture too? Because I'm standing there with my grandpa's iPad. He's taking all the pictures with his iPad like a fucking tool. He's like, yeah. And I'm like standing there all awkward, like, why the hell am I taking a picture with an iPad? And he's like, do you want to join in the picture? Grandpa's like, yeah, come. I was like, no, I really have no idea who you are. I've never heard of you before in my life, so I'll just take the picture. He starts cracking up right as I take the picture. And the picture's him like this. And my grandpa was like standing there like a tool. And then they lost. The entire reason that like they had that huge opening, the park was open for like 12 hours. That anybody who wanted to just come in and walk on the field or anything. It was a huge celebration of their 100th anniversary and they lost 6-2. I giggled a bit. Shouldn't even be wearing this hat. Yes, I should. My hair's messed up. But this was another Chris in my rants. I'm a sexy kid and I hope you love me. I'm Chris. This is a bone, big box, blender, that pineapple again, tin foil, measuring tape, and a mini vacuum cleaner. Those are all the things I've stuffed in your mom's ass repeatedly. Goodbye.